You can keep homeschooling me.
Tell you everything I know. No more argument, okay? We've discussed this ad nauseum.
What's ad nauseum?
You don't know? Wow, looks like someone needs school.
Okay, so I really enjoyed getting to see this film, and one of the things that I thought worked so well was the chemistry between the two of you. You have some lighthearted scenes, some very emotional ones, but talk to me, like, how did your friendship develop?
I think you build chemistry just from time spent together. We were out in Savannah for a couple weeks before we started filming, and then
We were always together on set.
when you're working together, you got every scene together, and some scenes are funny, some scenes are emotional.
I didn't have many scenes without you.
Yeah, it's true. So I think just over time, you just kind of become more and more comfortable. And luckily, as we shot, the scenes became more and more emotional. So by the time we had those really heavy scenes, we were already pretty connected.
Yeah.
Can you tell me what 57 multiplied by 135 is? Okay.
7,695. The square root is 87.7 and change. Now, what does ad nauseum mean?
McKenna, talk to me, because you not only had to memorize your lines, but you also had to memorize the math. How did you accomplish this?
I turned them into a song that I still remember, and I'll probably remember it for the rest of my life. It was so much fun to get to do all of that, though it was really hard at the same time.
Take that girl. You can loan her out to some think tank where she can talk non-trivial zeros with a bunch of old Russian guys for the rest of her life.
And you'd bury her under a rock.
What about you in your own life? Like, what does it look like when you make those tough decisions?
Oh, God, depends what the decisions are. I think that kind of is tough to give a broad response, because I think it really is dependent upon the circumstance. I think for the most part I try to weigh whether the decision will affect someone else. You know, if it's some sort of like an isolated, autonomous situation, it's a bit easier than if the ripple effect can impact people around you.
One of the things is balancing this idea of cultivating a gift at the same time still being a kid. Clearly you have a passion for the arts and you're very talented within it. What are you doing? How are you able to still incorporate some things that keep you a kid too?
Well, whenever I'm not acting, I'm cheerleading, and whenever I'm not cheerleading, I'm going to the park. Whenever I'm not going to the park, I'm hanging out with my friends, and whenever I'm not doing that, I just like to go to the movies with my dad and watch scary movies with him. That's what I love. And on Mondays, if I'm here, then I can go to a writer's workshop with other kids that are in the same schooling program that I'm in.